Okay, I'm here videotaping the intersection of Springs Road Northeast and McDonald Parkway. My son was involved in my 17-year-old son, Thomas McEwen, was involved in a awful car wreck today. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. And he was coming this direction. So if you'll see like that these cars that are just pulling forward and stopping, he was coming that direction, heading the way the camera's pointed. He was in the lane that has a straight arrow over there, so he was in that lane that gray Ford is in right there. It's just on the other side of that white car that passed. And the light turned yellow just as he was getting across into the intersection, and then a car that's coming the opposite direction, taking a left, turned and failed to yield and ran right in front of him, and he slammed on the brakes and was not able to stop in time. So the car that was coming the other direction in the turn lane is, I'm going to zoom in, is where this silver small SUV with its left turn signal on is at. It was coming from that direction. Okay, so the lady claimed, that was driving the car, that she claimed that she had I'm sorry, I said the wrong color. She claimed that she had a green arrow and was able to take a left, and when she took a left turn, because she had a green arrow, my son therefore must have run a red light, which if she had a green arrow, that would be true. Now right now they have a green arrow, and they finally do have a green arrow, as you'll notice, and now those cars are going. But if you'll notice, it's been red for quite some time before they got their green arrow, and there's quite a bit of cars built up in a line back here, which means, and now the light just turned green. So in other words, after this light turns red, at the time this light turns red, there is no green arrow on the other side. Those cars stay put and other cars are allowed to go. And then after it's been red, see now it's turning red right now. After it's been red for quite a long time, it just turned red. Now notice that no cars, that red car right there that I just zoomed in on, it did not turn left right after that light turned red. That car stayed put because it does not have a green arrow right upon this light turning red. They don't have they have to stay put. And then the traffic over here coming in builds up for quite some time. See, it's building right now, but we still have a red light. So in other words, there's no way that lady had a green arrow just at the time that this light was turning red. And Thomas, be quiet for a minute, finishing this. The other problem is, by the time she does get her green arrow, there's a whole line of cars in this one lane. See, there's only 3 lanes here. One is a left turn lane, the other is a right turn lane, in the middle is a go straight lane, which is what my son was in. So in other words, by the time that she gets her green arrow, there's a whole line of cars here. Right now there's only 3 so far, but it's a less busy time of day. It's getting to be in the evening. And so in other words, my son's car would have had to have plowed through like a line of like 7 or 8 cars in order to get to her car by the time her left turn gets to be green. So let's see what's going on now. Let's see, it's been red for quite some time, and since the last time it turned red, we still haven't had a green arrow for this example car right here. Now they finally got their left turn arrow, but that was a long time after that light up there turned red. That light's been red for a long time, and it shows kind of orangey, but it's that top light, it's still red. That red light's been red for quite a long time before she got her green arrow, and by the time that happened, all these cars had built up in line. There's no way you can plow through all these cars to get to the intersection in order to hit the lady that had the green arrow long after the light turned red. I hope that all makes sense. Goodbye.